to back a Democrat. Let me get this camera straight, because y'all already know how this joint be doing. Uh-oh, that was good. First time was a knockout. Got it open. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. And like we always do, we're going to see what's going on with this guy. Y'all ready? Okay. And I had, come on now, get it. Let's go. He gonna do it on his own any second now. We'll wait. We waiting. Still not 6 o'clock. Hey, pull up. Yep, that's right, y'all. And let's wake it up. Let's wake it up. Let's wake up those pores. Let's wake up those pores. And yes, today we have the fingertips that are cool and we're loving the way it feels. So we don't even want to stop. But you know what? I'll hold you down. I'm the one that's going to hold you down. I'm the one that's going to hold you down. I'm on my way. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Because it's bump that beat. Tuesday, June 10th. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. I'm your host, BOOGOTTINYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, and we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me pissed. Tuesday. Yes, we working it out. We making it through the week. We made it another day. And that's right. Problems present opportunities. But what we do, we come back stronger and we keep on moving. That's right, y'all. I hope y'all had a fantastic evening. I know I did. I am ready. I done watched these clips like 4 or 5 times, so I know what I'm talking about. I want to make sure that we on point today, because boy, do we have a lot of follow-up. We have one of our beginning subscribers back on the show. We're going to give a big shout out to Italia D. We've been trying to get her back on the show for a whole maybe 2 months now, trying to let her know we made a mistake when we got you up out of here. We told her, please come on back to the show. And guess what, y'all? Yesterday she said, you know what? I'm going to watch the show today. So everybody under the sound of my voice, I just want to send out a fantastic, beautiful prayer for Italia D, who is going through medical situations right now. God, we're going to ask that you make her come through this very strong, and we're going to try to make sure that everything happens on a successful turnout when it comes down to her operation, as well as moving forward. Lord, we ask you this in Jesus' name, and we thank you. Amen. That's right, because that's what we're here for, to show love to our supporters, and I can't wait to get into this work. So without any further ado, I got work to do. The whole clip is loaded, and you know what I want to do? I want to get into these titles. So let's go ahead and do that. What we got here on the board right now is Trump dares Elon Musk to back a Democrat. Ooh. Your boy Trump said, I dare you to back a Democrat. I dare you. Let's keep on going, you guys. What else we got? We got Diddy trial. Cassie Ventura friend says that Diddy dangled her over a 17th floor Bills balcony. He dangled her over a balcony like Big Red did in 5 Heartbeats, y'all. What time are my work hours? Between 9 and 5 o'clock. All right, now we're going to keep on moving, because last but not least, we got a situation in Boston where this new unreleased video and images of a road rage attack by a man with a hatchet. Oh my God, I know I can say that because I ain't say nothing bad, but what it was describing, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, when y'all see this video, it's gonna have y'all like this. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, We got a lot in the clip. We're coming from every part of the world. We got different situations going on. I'm hyped up. And yes, instead of me coming to the front of the congregation and speaking to you that way, I think it might be a little better if I use this pad right here to read your comments. So let's see if I can get these comments over here to find out what's going on with you guys and read these comments, you know? So that's how we're gonna do it today. We're gonna read the comments off this pad so I don't have to have my face all up in the screen if they're gonna let that work for me today. But if not, I'm gonna have to come to the screen anyway because that's what's traditional and what we've been doing. But from now on, we're gonna use the pad so that I can stay in the screen and you guys can actually see me. So it's not working right now. You see, it's giving me myself, but it's like not letting me know what's going on with those comments. So that's not a good thing. So I'm gonna have to get you up out of here and we got to go back to the original. So let's go. Who up in these comments right now? I'm gonna stay on the screen. So I'm gonna stay on the screen because they said stay on the screen because they want to see you all the time. Okay, we got Kendra Walker up in the building. We got who else we got up in here? We got not Big Red. That's right, Big Red. I said Big Red, y'all. Y'all heard me. Demonetized says like Suge Knight and Vanilla Ice. Exactly. That's what they're claiming right there. Good morning from Grand Rapids, Michigan. We know that's Rebecca. I'm using these eyes this morning. We got Kendra Walker. Okay, Father God in heaven name. That's right. Amen. Amen. That's right, you guys. Look, love. Hello, everybody. We got Guy up in the building. We ready to go. I'm ready to go. We're going to try to keep me on camera right now. I had a little bit of a Q&A yesterday with a good friend of mine that says, try not to go off the camera. When you go off the camera, it's not cool. That's why you see me try to bring in the pad. But moving forward, I'm gonna get those comments working on that pad so I don't have to leave the camera. But let me go ahead and get to work because I got a situation right now. We're gonna go right into President Trump is talking about tariffs. I'm sorry, not tariffs. He's talking about the protests that are going on in Los Angeles. He's breaking it down when it comes down to Gavin Newsom. There's a lot going on in California. Everyone wants me to cover this. I am covering it. There's going to be 3 clips on California. I'm going to play 2 other clips. I'm going to stack and load this deck. Then I'm coming back to the comments to see what you guys have to say. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's go. Good morning. I hope you guys had a fantastic evening. Do me a favor. When you chime in, you have to let me know where you're chiming in from. This way I know where to go research and find content from where you guys are from. Let's get it, y'all. Good morning, everybody. Let's go.
About unrest in American cities. You said, quote, we have to go by the laws. We can't call in the National Guard unless we're requested by a governor. What changed now? Why is this situation different to not consult with Governor Newsom about this?
Well, the biggest change from that statement is we have an incompetent governor. So I talked about governors, but I didn't talk about he's an incompetent governor. Look at the job he's doing in California. He's destroying one of our great states. And if I didn't get involved, if we didn't bring the Guard in, and we would bring more in if we needed it, because we have to make sure there's going to be law and order. You had a disaster happening. And they now admit it was a disaster. I watched the chief yesterday, who's a good man, by the way. And he said, well, we're lucky we did this because they were overwhelmed. You saw what was happening. So we did the right thing. Everybody agrees to that. But you have a governor who let the city burn down, didn't want water to be sent down to him. I sent billions of gallons of water. I wanted to do it in the first term. He wouldn't do it over, I don't know, they have environmental reasons, but there were no environmental reasons. I think it's just a political philosophy. But it's lucky for the people in Los Angeles and in California that we did what we did. We got it just in time. It's still simmering a little bit, but not very much. Yep.
And what crime has he committed that would warrant his arrest? What crime has Governor Newsom committed?
The crime has he committed?
Yeah, to warrant his arrest, as you
I think
suggested
his primary crime is running for governor because he's done such a bad job. What he's done to that state is like what Biden did to this country. And that's pretty bad. It's the wrong philosophy. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants, many of them prisoners. They're taking up your health care. They're taking up your space in schools. They're taking up your hospital. And in many cases, they're criminals. And we have to do something about it. And we're doing something about it. I want to thank
So as to that question about what are they going to do to Gavin Newsom as far as if he gets in the way Tom Homan has already talked about this. Tom Homan has already said, for instance, if any person gets in the way, we're going to have a problem with them. Well, guess what? Tom Homan spoke out yesterday and Gavin Newsom said, bring it. Ooh, he was like, well, how about this? Gavin Newsom stepped up and was like, bring it. He said, you know what? Arrest me. If you're trying to arrest somebody, how about arrest me? Ooh, I'm talking about like the beef has already started, y'all. It's already started, y'all. Check this out. I want you guys to see this right here.
Mayor Karen Bass and Governor Gavin Newsom, and there have been threats, previously that if you stand in the way of your enforcement operations, you could be subject potentially to arrest. Are you saying that about Mayor Bass and Governor Newsom? Are they at risk of being arrested?
I'll say it about anybody. You cross that line.
He's a tough guy. Why doesn't he do that? He knows where to find me. But you know what? Lay your hands off 4-year-old girls that are trying to get educated. Lay your hands off these poor people who are just trying to live their lives, man. Trying to live their lives, paying their taxes. Been here 10 years. The fear, the horror. The hell is this guy? Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy.
Ooh.
I don't give a damn.
Dude, so is he calling out Tom Homan? I don't know, you guys. All I know is I got to keep stacking this deck over here. I got Speaker Johnson talking about, what was he talking about? Basically, Speaker Johnson here, I'm bringing it to the front of you guys. Come on, we going to D.C. because Speaker Johnson is basically talking about what's going on with, Elon Musk, as well as he said he did not make this bill for a billionaire. Yes, the big, beautiful bill that they're trying to pass. Mike Johnson said, I did not make this bill for a billionaire. Let's keep on moving, you guys. He said he made it for the working class. Once this bill starts to get enacted, we're going to see much more jobs. The United States and the working class, we're going to see much more money. We're going to hold them to that. Let's keep on going, y'all. We got to stack this deck. I got a lot to go. You guys see it's already turned up early in here. Let's go.
Thanks for having me. Let me start with the news overnight in Los Angeles. President sends the National Guard troops in. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, said that this was purposefully inflammatory and will only escalate tensions, that they're not needed. They have the situation under control. Do you have any problem or any concerns about the president sending in the National Guard to a place where local authorities say that they're not needed and could be harmful?
I have no concern about that at all. I think the president did exactly what he needed to do. These are federal laws. We have to maintain the rule of law, and that is not what is happening. And Gavin Newsom has shown an inability or unwillingness to do what is necessary there. So the president stepped in. That's real leadership, and he has the authority and the responsibility to do it.
Secretary Hegseth said that active duty Marines there at Camp Pendleton, there by San Diego, are on high alert and could be mobilized. Could we really see active duty Marines on the streets of Los Angeles?
One of our core principles is maintaining peace through strength. We do that on foreign affairs and domestic affairs as well. I don't think that's heavy-handed. I think that's an important signal. You don't think sending the
Marines into the streets of an American city is heavy-handed?
We have to be prepared to do what is necessary, and I think the notice that might happen might have the deterrent effect.
Okay, let's turn to the big story this week, the Elon Musk blow up. I know you had been texting him, trying to get a hold of him. Had you actually had a phone conversation with him since this happened yet?
Not since Monday of last week. The president used the word disappointing. I think that's right. We were disappointed, surprised. I'd had a lot of great discussion with him about the One Big Beautiful Bill to make sure that he had accurate information, because I was concerned that people were telling him things that just simply weren't true. And look, Elon's number one responsibility is to save his company. The president and I have the responsibility of saving the country, and that's what this bill does. And we're really excited and proud of this product, and we're going to get it delivered.
What do you make of him not even calling you, though? I mean, this is...
He's got a lot going on, all right, and I do as well. But we exchanged text messages back and forth.
What did he say in those text messages?
Well, one of his chief concerns is about spending. And I said, Elon, the spending categories in this bill are in two limited areas. It's border, which we promised the American people that we would do, and it's defense. And he knows very well how important those investments are right now. Everything else in the bill is about historic savings and tax cuts for the people, and ensuring American energy dominance by regulatory reform, and maintaining peace through strength, shoring up these safety net programs that people rely upon. So this is really important policy.
He's not buying it. And he's gone on X and he's urged, and these are texts, these are posts that he has not deleted, saying kill the bill. Have you seen a reaction? He's actually asked people to call their Congress members. Is that happening?
It's not happening, and we checked with
He's got
colleagues.
220 million followers.
Yeah, and I don't think people are taking that directive.
All right. Yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but as of yesterday, the stock in Tesla went down 14%, 14 whole points. That's a lot right there. And all of a sudden, he started to retweet Trump again. I don't know if you guys noticed that. So what's going on is, I guess he tried to throw a jab and it wasn't landing the way that he wanted it to. So now he's pulling back all of that stuff. So he scrubbed all of those negative messages, as far as the one where they're saying that they're not letting out the Epstein files because Trump's name is on there. He took that off of his page, and a bunch more other stuff. And also what they're saying is now he's actually retweeting Trump. We're going to keep on moving forward. I owe you guys 2 more in the clip. Let's keep going, because now we have to go to Washington, because President Trump is talking about LA, and we got these protests, and it's possible that they're going to put in the Insurrectionist Act. Or it's not off the table. So is there a possibility that the Insurrectionist Act will be something that they're going to think about using? We got to go back to LA. I'm telling you guys, LA is on fire right now. Burn Hollywood, burn. Situations going on. So we have to keep it right here for a little while. Let's go. We have to.
Fox 11 LA, you can see the damage and destruction on your screen. This is President Donald Trump. He did hope the deployment of 2,000 National Guard members to Los Angeles would help quell ongoing anti-immigration protests there. But critics say it's doing the opposite, citing escalating tensions in the City of Angels. Right now, we're going to check in with Fox News' Ted Linder as he gives us a closer look at the damage and demonstrations.
Wow.
Fires continued burning overnight across the streets of downtown Los Angeles as unrest over recent Trump administration crackdowns on immigration surged over the weekend.
This violence that I've seen is disgusting.
Protests first erupted on Friday after dozens of immigrants in the area were detained. Those demonstrations caused President Donald Trump to deploy the National Guard, citing failures from local officials to squash the gatherings.
You have violent people, and we're not going to let them get away with it.
The city's police chief said at least 39 people were arrested since Saturday, describing tactics some people use to harm officers.
We had individuals out there shooting commercial-grade fireworks at our officers. That can kill you. They have a hammer, and they'll break up the cinder block and use that, pass it around to throw at officers, to throw at cars.
National Guard troops first arrived on Sunday, a move Governor Gavin Newsom called unlawful. In a post to X, Newsom added, quote, President Trump is escalating the situation by threatening to deploy roughly 500 active duty Marines to the streets of Los Angeles. This marks the first time since 1965 that a president deployed a state's National Guard without a request from the state's governor. Abolish! Abolish! Meanwhile, out further north Sunday in San Francisco. Ted Linder.
The magnesium in your cabinet is not.
No, that's not it. We still got more, y'all. It's because it's been going on day and night. It's like, it seems like people are going home, going to sleep, waking up. Okay, got to go back to the riot. It's like, it's sad because it's not stopping, and it's fearful because it has me as a person thinking, do they want unrest? Do they want, for us not to be able to arrest these people? Because if you think about it, these are illegal criminals, and that's the sad part about it. Don't come for me, y'all, because I just got a little opinion. I just want to know what you guys think about this situation, because it's going crazy. It's boiling over, and I want to know what you guys have to say about it in the comments. I'm gonna try to stay on screen, squint my eyes, and read everything that's here. Okay, Kevin says, okay, it seems weird that we just now suddenly stopped talking about the Epstein files. Okay, somebody says China. Kendra says China. What else do we have there? We got Frank that says the mayor calls it protests, more like a riot. Yeah, exactly. We got Kendra Walker that got the glove up. Thank you, Kendra. We got Kevin Alexander says, why are we moving on so fast from Trump and the Epstein files? I know because I don't have nothing on it. I mean, what am I supposed to give you if I don't have nothing on it? I can't make it pop up out of the air from nowhere. I can't. All I can do is give you guys some more news, which is Washington. Come on back to Washington now, because we got this travel ban that took effect at 12:01 last night. Anybody know about that? It's against Haiti. It's against Venezuela. It's against, check this out. Travel ban already in effect Took effect last night at 12:01. Check this out, you guys. I want y'all to see this. I told you we got a lot. We're covering everything. We're not skipping, and I don't have information on the Epstein files. Trust me, if I had it, you think I wouldn't like to be the one to break it?
Ban is in effect following an executive order from the White House. The ban targets 12 countries in Central America, South America, Africa, and Asia, as well as partial restrictions on 7 other nations. Right now, we want to check in with Fox 2 Detroit's Robin Murdoch. She joins us live this morning from the Detroit Metro Airport with the very latest. Robin, good morning to you.
Good morning, Janae. We're actually inside Detroit Metro Airport late last week previewing these travel restrictions. We are back out here again this morning. And as you mentioned, at 12:01 this morning, those travel restrictions, they did impact this airport, Detroit Metro Airport, as well as airports all across the country. President Donald Trump saying that this is all about national security. It's about keeping Americans safe. Now, this ban affects a dozen countries, mostly in the Middle East and Africa. They include Afghanistan, Iran, Libya, as well as Somalia. And the Trump administration calling them very high risk for terrorist activity, also citing that they have weak or hostile governments, these countries, and have high visa overstay rates. Now, as you know, people from 7 countries like Venezuela, Cuba, as well as Laos, they now face partial bans, some describing these sweeping restrictions as discriminatory. The president, though, saying it's all about safety as well as security. Take a listen.
The countries that we have don't have things under control. And why now? I can say that it can't come soon enough, frankly. We want to keep bad people out of our country.
It seemed to me that Donald Trump injected this travel ban issue into the discussion as part of a desperate effort to change the story.
And you know what that story he's trying to talk about, right? LA. He's trying to give it have something else come out in order to overshadow what's going on in Los Angeles, what he's trying to say. But I don't think that there's any way to overshadow what's going on in Los Angeles, especially when you have reporters getting pow-powed with rubber bullets. Check this out. Out there reporting, and the next thing you know, she get cracked with one of them rubber bullets. So check this out. Now, there's one thing as far as like the roving reporter, somebody wanting to be gung-ho and getting out there, getting the information. But I don't think that you'll ever see Bugatti out there with a camera and a news crew dealing with stuff like this. Check this out, y'all. It's crazy.
After hours of standing off, this situation has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
You just shut the fuck up. You okay?
So yeah, she was hit. So now talk about what up. She needed to get a pay raise or something like that. I'm just gonna tell y'all guys, if I gotta go to work and get hit with rubber bullets, I want some real serious bread. I don't know what they're paying her. But she need to get some sort of a reporter's award. What y'all got for me in these comments over here? What y'all got? Y'all see that right there? That was crazy, right? That is still, okay, who said that's disgusting? Vanessa said that's disgusting. Harley, good morning. Good morning, Harley. Jeffries, nothing but smoke and mirrors. Okay, what else you got? You got Batty Lynn live. What is it? I live close to the airport, says Batty Lynn. What else you got? Forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they do. Okay, what else y'all got for me over here? I'm trying to read it. My eyes are bad. I'm so sorry. I think that people just want him to be guilty when he is really not. You talking about who you talking about, Epstein or Trump? Who you talking about when you say that? Kevin says I think that you should talk more about Trump and the Epstein files. No, I'm not, because I don't have a lot of clips about that. You are really gung-ho about it. And how about you send in a major super chat so I can just do a whole show about that and do a whole bunch of research on it? Because everybody understands that I cannot produce news that is not here. Y'all see that I use the clips, and I know you're really serious about that. And I'm not going to get angry with you and kick you out of here, nothing like that, because I know you're adamant about it. But if I don't have the power, Jim. I don't have the power. But you know what I got the power to do? I got the power to keep on moving and give you guys some more information, because we got this one protester individual that they looking for him, and they giving up a $50,000 reward. I don't know if there's fear and darkness all around you. It's going to possibly go roll up on him, a bounty hunter or something like that. But $50,000 is a lot to be offering for something like this. Check this out, y'all.
Look over Los Angeles as we are taking a look downtown. Skyfox has been flying overhead as some of those protesters who did turn a bit violent are still remaining in the area downtown. And that is why there is still that huge police presence. We're talking law enforcement agencies like the LA County Sheriff's Office, LAPD. The California National Guard is out there. About 300 members have arrived so far of the 2,000 that President Trump did activate. We also have California Highway Patrol. But again, an aerial look over the city as things, for the most part now, appear to be calming down. You are looking for at this point in connection to all of this. Take a look. They said the FBI is seeking information about a man who assaulted a federal officer and caused damage to government property in LA this weekend. A reward of up to $50,000 is offered for information leading to his identification, arrest, and conviction.
Now we're going to get to the lead story, the one that I said, I dare you. Basically, Trump is basically saying, Trump says he dares Elon Musk to do what? Back a Democrat. As we know, he's given millions and billions of dollars to the party. He helped Trump. He's trying to say that he didn't help him, but I got to agree and say Elon really did assist Trump in a major way by utilizing X as well as a lot of that dough. So let's get into it, you guys, because right now Trump is saying, I dare you. I dare you. See that face right there? That's that younger Trump right there saying, I dare you. If you plan on putting up, but I don't see how you can do that. I mean, I don't know if you're stepping over some toes right now. You're trying to be a little bossy or whatever like that, trying to debo somebody. How you gonna tell that man what he can do with his money, Trump? Come on.
Trump says he assumes his relationship with Elon Musk is now over after their online feud exploded last week. When asked by NBC's Christian Welker if he has any desire to repair ties with Musk, Trump said no, adding he has no intention of speaking to the Tesla CEO. But Trump also issued a warning to Musk, saying he will face very serious consequences if he funds Democratic candidates to run against Republicans that vote in favor of the budget bill. Trump didn't share what those consequences would be. The president also cast doubt on the notion that Musk's opposition would even sink the bill, claiming he's more confident than ever it will pass because Republicans are more unified in the wake of that public feud. Joining us now, national politics reporter for The Hill, Julia Manchester. Julia, is that true? Do you get the sense that Republicans are more unified now than ever? I couldn't help but notice that Senator Ron Johnson.
I don't care how Julia feels, because this show is not about feelings. Whoa, feelings. It's not about that. It's about what's really going on and the bottom line. We really appreciate that clip from MSNBC, but we got to keep on moving because I want to know what you guys got to say about that information that we just looked at. What y'all got to say about this? We got Elon is not scared of Trump. Ooh, Vanessa, she said Elon ain't scared of no Trump. What else we got over here? We got Kendra that says, Kevin, last I heard, Elon mentioned that Trump, Clinton, and I believe Prince Andrew is in it. So with that being said alone, it's about power and us. And I'm just saying, okay, let's go. What else we got over here? We got complete utter BS. Okay, we're gonna keep on moving, you guys. We got no cool Trump. We got Beamers. This is a big diversion by Trump. Okay, everyone has their own opinion. And I cannot say that I don't believe that people put out diversions all the time. Remember that one joke where I ain't even gonna say that because it was a Michael Jackson joke. And they said every time something happens, they ask Michael Jackson to do something. And then God bless, I ain't gonna do that right now. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, diversions are something that people always utilize to try to throw off the smoke screen to make you not be able to follow exactly what's happening. And I understand what you're saying. And it seems like what's going on in Los Angeles is out of control. That's what I see. I see out of control what's happening is out of control, and it's very dangerous. But my question is, do they not want law and order? And when it comes down to arresting people for certain things, if they're told by a judge, that's when it's really hard right there, because a judge has deemed these illegal criminals to be sent back to where they're supposed to go, right? To their homes and lands of origin. So if ICE is stepping in to do such things, and then you got people that's trying to harm them and stop them from doing their job, that's illegal. That's illegal criminal tactics right there. And it's just so bad because it's tit for tat. Nobody wants to stand down. They just want to keep on fighting. I don't have any, I'm not going to say this person is right or that group is right. I'm not, because both of them have a voice. I'm just saddened that it's happening this way. Excuse me, you guys, we got to keep on moving forward, because we got day 16 of the Diddy trial, where Cassie Ventura's best friend says that she was held over at Bill's balcony, like Big Red did in A Heart Is a House of Love. And I learned that it don't take much to build it. That used to be my joint right there. What? And if y'all don't know about that, that's the 5 Heartbeats. And if you really want to treat, go listen to the entire album. You will not believe it. I actually bought that album when it came out, and it was off the chain. I actually like that album.
Her, dragging her, throwing a vase of flowers.
And the Sean Diddy Combs for a 17th floor balcony, the claim Combs heard. Piazza's testimony, that expert, was followed by Cassie Ventura's friend, Brianna Bongolan, known as Bonna. She told the jury that in 2016, Combs dangled her over a 17th floor balcony, the claim Combs denies. Bongolan also testified about a time she said she was asleep in Ventura's apartment and was woken up by Combs banging at the door. She described Combs being upset, saying, "I just remember seeing a knife get thrown in her direction," referring to Ventura. The prosecutor asked, "How did Cassie react when the knife was thrown in her direction?" Bongolan responded, "She threw it back," adding that it didn't hit Combs.
Whoa.
Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges. If convicted, he faces the possibility of life in prison.
Wow.
Later in the show, the frenzy around this trial. We have a YouTube star, Tisa tells.
No, we don't, because I might just go down there and talk to her myself, because, you know, Tisa's cool. She always runs up on myself and Gene when we go down. So if you guys want to get an exclusive on that interview, let us know in the comments, because we can make that happen. Holla at your boy. Let me know what y'all think about this P. Diddy trial. Do you guys actually think that P. Diddy is strong enough to hang somebody over a balcony? I don't know. I'm not trying to make nothing up here. But in the movie, we seen the bodyguards do it. And then supposedly Suge Knight did it to Vanilla Ice to get him to sign a contract. I'm not sure. What you guys think about that situation? Have a blessed day. Thank you so much. You do too. Okay, what else we got here? We got Kendra Walker. That's right. We got the numbers going up. Let's keep those numbers up, because now, guess what? You can't have your cake and eat it too, girl. Because ideas of two loves just won't do, girl. You say you want a love that's new, girl. Between him and me, you got to choose, girl. Remember that nice and smooth joint right there? Yes, we got Prince Albert. He's trying to have his cake and eat it too. For some reason, that money done ran out. That money, 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 money. You know, a little stipend that they give you, that trust fund paper that they give you. And he tried to run back home and say, "Mommy, Daddy, can I have some money?" They say no. Remember, you decided a couple of years ago that you want to show us your backside. So go on, get a job or try to work it out. So what he did, he go to court. He put it in front of the court, and guess what they said? No. You can't have your cake and eat it too, Albert. Yes, Albert, you're getting payback for something right now. Come on, y'all, let's check this out right now, because Prince Albert, he's been basically exiled from the family, tried to get back to get cool, but guess what? They said, no, it's not happening. No dough for you, bro. It's over. Sorry, kaput.
He receives when he's in the UK. The Duke of Sussex's tax.
And they took his security away from him too. Check this out.
With BBC News, Prince Harry has said he is devastated about losing his latest legal challenge over the security he receives when he's in the UK. The Duke of Sussex's taxpayer-funded protection was downgraded back in 2020 after he stopped being a working royal. Well, he appealed, arguing he was singled out for different, unjustified and inferior treatment. But 3 judges at the Court of Appeal today rejected that appeal. Following that judgment, he's told the BBC that it is currently impossible for him and his family to return to the UK. He's also said that because of the current situation, his father, the King, isn't speaking to him. Well, Prince Harry is currently living in California, where he's been speaking to our correspondent Neda Tawfik, and we can bring you that extended interview now.
Obviously, pretty gutted about the decision. We thought it was going to go our way, but it certainly has proven.
Brugge's a great place to be.
They say you never miss the water till the well run dry. Dry, 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 dry. I say you never miss that water till the well run dry. Dry, 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 dry. He just gave me a whole song. What y'all got to say about that? What happens when the trust fund spoon has been taken out of the mouth? No more silver spoons, baby. What you got? Now you got that work. What y'all got? Come on, y'all. Go ahead and double tap that screen. Okay, we're going to keep on moving forward. I don't see no comments on this right here. I guess you guys wasn't interested in that. Maybe you guys would be interested in what happened in Mumbai. Because in Mumbai, I want to give prayers out for a lot of people. Because y'all know how they be on the trains in India. They be holding on all types of crazy ways, grabbing on the people and everything like that. Well, I guess that's probably what happened in this incident. They didn't really get into too much details. But from what I hear and what I gather, I heard about 12 people are no longer with us. Let's go over to Mumbai and let's see what's going on in India. Yes, we do world news around here. We got love for everybody. We have not heard Mumbai chime in, but guessing just in case they ever do, we've already done something for you. So let's go, because it's serious news and we need to talk about it.
Thane's Mumbai station, the railway ministry has taken a big step, made a big announcement as far as suburban local trains are concerned that are running in the Mumbai region. They'll all have automatic gate closure systems that will now be installed along with new trains. Now gate closure arrangements will be made in the old trains as well. This is after the incident that has claimed at least 5 people are feared to be dead. There were people who were hanging from the local train, and this is a train in which about 10 to 12 people are feared to have fallen from the train because they were hanging. In such a situation, many times serious incidents happen, and in order to avoid such situations from occurring, the railway ministry has taken steps. The incident that took place at 9:20 this morning, the injured who have been taken to the hospital, we're talking about 10 to 12 people who fell to the tracks, and this is because they were hanging from the local train. 5 people are feared to be dead.
That's terrible, man. And I don't know what type of jobs they got or what they doing or whatever, but that is a terrible situation like that. For 12 people to be hurt, and of those 5 are no longer with us, you guys. From holding on to a train, guess it went down around a turn or something crazy. That's terrible. And I know that they don't believe in our God, but we still want to give them a prayer and love and respect and hope that their families are strong, given energy and strength at this time to make them get through this. And we ask this in Jesus' name, amen. We're going to keep on moving forward, you guys. We got this 10-year-old. I need us to become a community now. I need us to make sure that we're becoming a community that becomes a village, and that we stop trying to alienate each other because of what our beliefs are as far as Democrat and as far as Republican and independent. I think that is so foolish of us, and I want to take responsibility as well for that. And that's why we created this platform, so everyone can have their voice. I want to keep on telling you also, when it comes down to that part, I mean as far as with our children, when it comes down to our community, because everything starts at home. We got a situation here with a 10-year-old girl. The last time this little girl was seen in New Jersey was with a man that nobody even knows who he is. She's 10 years old, and the last time they saw her, she was inside of a mall walking around with some man that they don't even know. Check this video out, you guys, and if you guys can identify anybody in this video, try to call the authorities and let them know what's going on here. Please be my guest, because we have a 10-year-old girl that's still being looked for, and this happened in New Jersey. Check this out, you guys. Let's be serious on this point right here. Really appreciate you guys. I hope y'all appreciate the content that we got going on today. I want y'all to double tap that screen and get those likes up, because we got a serious situation right here that we got to bring to the front of the gate. I want to make sure that that's the right one right there. Yeah, that's it. Let's go.
We also want you to keep your eye on this as well. New Jersey State Police just released this video of a missing teen girl yesterday in Jersey City. Divine Annuwu was last seen Thursday night leaving the Newport Center Mall with a man in the surveillance video. It's hard to make out exactly what she looks like, but as you see them two walking right here, you'll see the little girl on the right. There she is. Officers want to know who that man is in the video and how they met. Police say that she's about 5'4", short hair, and was wearing an orange headband when she was taken. If you know her whereabouts, you are urged to contact police in Jersey City immediately.
Newport Center Mall in New Jersey.
We also
it's Newport Center Mall in New Jersey. That's where that happened at. I don't know about this story right here with this little kid right here, but I'll definitely find out about that. The one that actually walking around with that grown man, that's creepy right there, you guys. You got to pay attention sometimes. I know it's bad, but my nephew did this one time. He saw a little girl on the train and she was like really nervous and she was like really timid, he told me. He said he looked at her to the side and was like, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "It's not my daddy." And when he got off, he told the cop and they got him and they arrested somebody for basically trying to take someone's child. So sometimes it sucks and you might be thinking that you're being nosy, but then who else is going to take care of these children if we don't? And it's not our responsibility. And how are we going to be able to determine something like that? That's even harder to do. Okay, what else you got? We got Hunter says, got to stay vigilant. Yes, vigilant. Okay, TX says, Kendra. Mark Dorfman says, there are predators everywhere. I hope that young girl is found safe. Okay, what else y'all got for me? Hunter says, praise the Lord. For real, for real. They found her yesterday? Okay, we're going to look that up and see. Okay, love for Bugatti from Pakistan. Hope everyone in Mumbai is okay. Subscribe. You see what I'm saying? Why I do that? You see why I do that? Somebody in Pakistan was like, yo, good luck. See what I'm saying? And sometimes to me, I'm going to tell you guys, all I need is one. Because there's been so many times where I've been ready to quit. I've been ready to say, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to rap. I don't want to do one thing. And somebody like that will just tell me, no, keep on going. And they actually appreciate what I'm doing. And saying keep on going is one thing. But when they actually have a sentence or some actual context to what they're talking about that lets you know that they really believe in you, it really makes a person like me want to keep on moving forward. I really believe in this information. I want to keep on giving it every day. And that's why we do what we do. And we're going to keep on moving forward because what we got next? I told y'all, with your boy over here, I don't play. I keep on going. But what I'm going to ask you guys is to do me this favor. And I know that it's hard out here for a pimp. The pockets is touching and it's real. We got a little bit of coffee and tea bags in the kitchen and some sugar. Don't worry about that. But what I really want you guys to do is let's go ahead and double tap that screen and get those likes up. I'm working on getting our subscribers up. I want our membership to go up. I'm trying to be much more professional when I do this. I want to deliver you guys good, informative information. The next thing is that tablet so I can read your comments right here and I can say much more and get you guys content out here because my main thing also is including you into the show. That's why I always look and see what you guys have going on. I want to make sure that we're well-rounded here. Come on, y'all. Let's get those numbers up on that screen and let's keep on moving forward because now what we got these 7 officers that's been charged with not responding to a bad crash in Boynton Beach. This is a very hard one for me because if you're already in pursuit of somebody and you see something else going on, I guess you have to make the determination of should I stop this pursuit or should I and see what's going on here or should I keep on going? Now it seems as if they've gotten in trouble for not stopping the pursuit and moving forward. I want you guys to see this right here. It's a very, very hard one to determine for me. It really is. I want you guys to let me know your opinion on this situation right here because it's just hard. Check this out.
Back now with a stunning twist in a deadly crash in Boynton Beach last summer.
More than half a dozen officers are now facing charges for the wreck that killed a mother and her pregnant daughter. Janice is in the newsroom with the shocking details. Janice.
Nicole Calvin, the victim's family members, watched some of those officers answer to charges in court. They say they want them to get jail time and to never work in law enforcement again. As each officer came into court,
it's sad.
Junelle Pochette sits as still as a statue, surrounded by family, yet 2 members are missing.
And the police officer, they are signing for protection, and they destroy my family.
He's talking about his wife, Marcia Pochette, and 27-year-old daughter, Janice Woods, who was 2 months pregnant at the time. The 2 were killed in a Boynton Beach hit-and-run crash last July. Court records say the suspect, 23-year-old Neoni Copeland, was driving away from West Palm Beach police officers. But yesterday, prosecutors charged those 7 officers with a number of crimes, including leaving the scene of a deadly crash and official misconduct. New court documents reveal the police officers saw the crash and allegedly drove right past the car where Junelle's wife and daughter were trapped without offering any help.
We never know what could have happened had they stopped to check, feel for a pulse, to see if they were still breathing. But they left the scene, recklessly driving.
Rather, prosecutors say those officers drove back to West Palm Beach, traveling at over 100 miles per hour.
More likely than not, they knew at that time, wow, we really, really messed up.
Copeland was caught by police about 10 minutes later. The Pochette family has hired attorneys. Those attorneys say they're trying to gather police records and plan to file a wrongful death lawsuit. But for now,
We just wait for justice.
Junelle is surrounded by the remaining family he has left.
Yeah, you guys, that's a really hard one for me. I'm coming to the comments because I need y'all on this one. I want to know what you guys think about that, because a pursuit, someone gets in another accident. I don't even know if that accident happened because of the pursuit. It could have been maybe that car hit their car and then that started an accident which made them get in that accident. And then, you know, the car continued moving forward, and then those cars, instead of stopping for them, you know, pursued that other car. Very difficult for me. And who is that? Harley, of course. I guarantee you that's Harley. Gonna start it off by saying I hope the grandchild is doing good. And thank you so much for the support and for the love that you always show around here. Because of that, we got our screen up, we got us a new computer, we got us a new tablet, and as soon as because I just tried to do it, let me tell you guys what happened. I tried to sign in from here and it messed up the screen. I didn't want to mess up the show. The show is more important than tapping in with this right now. I'll get this going by tomorrow. But yes, Harley, just want you to know that everything that you guys do, all of the love and support, all it does is go right back into the channel, and it goes right back into the show. And hopefully you guys see it. We're stepping up, we're getting much better here, and we're trying to make sure that we boom do our thing. That's right, y'all, do our thing. Harley, love and support. Everybody in the comments, do me a favor, please, right now. Let's say thank you to Harley for the $100 super chat. Harley, thank you so much. You always come through for us. Thank you, and God bless. Now we're going to keep on moving forward, because Fresno, we got this video that shows a Fresno standoff. Yes, this suspect is a thunderer. Instead of driving on the streets, he decides to go into the backyards, knocking down people's gardens and stuff, messing up people's pools, knocking all these little kids' jungle gyms all around. And he stayed in that backyard like he was thinking that he's getting out of there. I don't know what was on this fool's mind, but y'all need to see this. If this is how it go down in Fresno, I need y'all to step to the front of the congregation, because this is crazy right here. Check this out. Check this out.
Is now in jail after an hours-long standoff in East Central Fresno last night, and we're getting a first look at some of the destruction as the suspect plowed a black car through several backyards.
The cops had their guns drawn. I was just worried that a bullet was going to come flying through our window or something.
Neighbors spent the evening on edge as the man slammed into their yards and houses. Action News anchor Nick Garcia is live at police headquarters in downtown Fresno tonight with what we know about the investigation and the shocking security camera video of his destructive drive. Nick?
Right, Warren. Well, we know that man was out on parole, and as a convicted felon should not have even had a firearm. He's in jail now, but last night went on that destructive rampage, seen pointing a gun, or that gun that he had, at officers and even the police helicopter. You've got to see this Ring video. Take a look.
He tearing up people's backyard, messing up the jungle
man driving
gym.
this car spent hours crashing into backyards in East Central Fresno Sunday night, trying to escape from police. Officers say he'd been on the run since Friday.
The investigation was related to a traffic stop that they had conducted at Butler and Hazelwood on Friday night. And during that traffic stop, they believe the driver was a wanted parolee. He fled the traffic stop before they could complete their investigation.
Chief Casto says he was on parole for firearms and domestic violence charges when officers tracked him down to a house on Turner near Recreation Avenue. He told them he was armed, which prompted this large response. Here, you can see the man get out of the car, gun in hand, pointing it presumably towards police. Eventually, an officer fired, missing him.
And then we heard a couple of gunshots, and then the next thing we knew, we heard like these loud crash, and looked in the back, we seen, you know, the fence flying, dumpsters everywhere. And
Carly Gomez lives next door to the home where police found the suspect. She says she watched everything play out on her security cameras in disbelief.
I think it kind of looked like he was like panicking. He probably felt like a rabbit, like in a trap, you know, going this way, that way, going into other people's backyards.
The driver, defiant, crashing into houses. A trail of damage left behind in backyards, including parts of his car, fell off during his crashing spree.
Scary too, because this neighbors right here, their kids are always out on that trampoline playing. So it's just, you know, just seeing this like unfold on the Ring doorbell was.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know what y'all got to say about that, but like that's bananas. He was basically, you can actually say he was actually using his car as a weapon if you really think about it. Because like she said, there could have been children back there playing. There could have been a number of things going on. We want to give a shout out right now for this huge support with Obama. That's right, Obama. Thank you so much. We look at 5 like it's 5,000. Thank you so much with the $5 super chat. Let's talk about why Jeffrey Epstein made a diss track on Diddy. That's funny. Everybody, go ahead and give some love to Obama over there. And yes, Harley, you already know how it is. Thank you so much. Also, we got to give some love to MacDo6 for the $4.99 super chat. Really appreciate you as well. If you got anything that you want to say, let me know, and I'm gonna make sure that we get it said. Let's go, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward, because you know it ain't over. Y'all know how I do. We still going. We still getting it popping. But what I also want you guys to do, along with those super chats, go ahead and make a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all like the content that we got going on over here. We only do it every day. Turn on the post notifications by hitting that little bell down there. That's what you do. You hit that bell and it lets you know anytime that we on. And we got to keep on moving forward right now, because where we going? Hell's Angels. We got to go to Ocean Beach, because we got this one Hell's Angel who's been sentenced to life for attacking a brother. And the way that he did it was rather disgusting. I don't want to say it. I'm going to let them do it. So we're going to keep on moving forward. Why are we presenting the news and why are we presenting all this stuff from everywhere? Because that's what we do here at Our Bottom Line. Let's keep it going.
Today, a judge sentenced a leader of the Hells Angels biker gang to 14 years to life for assaulting 3 black men, and he added 7 years for related hate crimes. It happened 3 years ago in San Diego's Ocean Beach neighborhood, and we do want to warn you here, some of the details are graphic. NBC7's Jeanette Quesada joins us from the San Diego Central Courthouse now with the details. Jeanette.
Well, that man appeared in a blue uniform. His family was also present in the courtroom for that sentencing, and he was sentenced to 14 years to life with 7 more additional years for related crimes.
Mr. Shoulder pulls out his pocket knife and he stabs the victim in the chest. And I want to address some of how Mr. Shoulder characterizes his actions as to what actually happened. So Mr. Shoulder says in his letter to the court that essentially his plan was, I think he said, to poke him in the thigh for reasons that are not entirely clear to me. Why on earth he would want to do that?
44-year-old Troy Anthony Shoulder is described as a longtime Hells Angel leader. He was among 17 members of the gang who assaulted 3 black men on Newport Avenue. The attack was triggered because one of them dared to talk to one of the girlfriends of one of the members, prosecutors say. According to the court documents, they repeatedly told the victims racial slurs and told them they didn't belong in that neighborhood. One victim was able to escape by running. A second victim was punched and kicked in the face, and and all over his body, leaving him unconscious on the sidewalk. Then prosecutors say Shoulder pulled out a knife, rolled the third victim on his side to expose his heart and chest, and stab him in the chest, cracking his sternum.
But what the video shows is that Mr. Shoulder stands over the victim. He rolls the victim onto his side to get him in a better position. He opens his knife and he plunges it into the victim's chest. And I understand that Mr. Shoulder said in his letter that he is adamant that his thumb was on the blade, as if that was somehow going to stop the knife from moving in. But that's not what happened. The only reason that wound wasn't even deeper is because it hit Mr. Lewis's sternum.
Now, Shoulder has 60 days to appeal if he wants to, and the victims could also file for restitution.
He's not appealing. Even if he do, he's not going to get out. They're not going to do nothing to lower that charge. I think that was a terrible situation right here, right there. I am not nowhere near prejudiced at all. I love all races of people. My best friend is Italian. Yeah, John, best friend, Italian. Another one I got, actually a bunch of people Italian friends of mine. Probably why I can actually do this show and why a lot of people don't understand why I'm the way that I am. Probably because the way I was raised in New York City. I was around all cultures and I did not know how to alienate anybody. People used to think I was Dominican, inviting me to the party because I knew how to dance. I knew how to salsa. I knew how to do you know what I'm saying? They invited me to the party. And it's not because of any specific race, it's because I'm open to be around people. And still, I have no malice or negativity towards people when I see something like this, because I know that's just that one person's feeling, or that group of people. That's how they are. Everybody's not like that. I got love in my heart, and I don't want to feel dark and bad with emotions by even giving off some sort of a feeling like that. So I hope you guys feel the same way as well. We have bad people in every race, not just one. We're going to keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got this situation where we got some road rage going on in Boston. Talk about road rage. Oh my, woo! We got this footage that shows new angles of this Boston road rage incident. It's involving that Hills Natchet that I told you guys about. Check this out. I'm talking about, and again, what I started to do, because I noticed I had an anger issue. I used to like to fight scrappy. Let me at him, I'll splat him. Then I started getting scars and things like that. Even though I was doing a lot of winning, I said to myself, you know what? You can't keep doing that. You're gonna lose at one point. And you know what I did? I stopped, and it feels much better. Trust me. Stop all that crap. Stop all that. Hope anybody under the sound of my voice, if you're young or preteen, don't let anybody steer you in the wrong direction, because guess what? They'll probably tell you to do something negative that they wouldn't even do themselves. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got this Boston road rage incident. I want y'all to pull up on this. It's pretty graphic. It's pretty graphic. Any children or anything like that, I want you guys to probably get them from in front of the screen, because this is something that you do not want children to see. Go ahead and do me a favor, double tap that screen and get those likes up. Everybody that gave a super chat today, all y'all love and all of the support that you guys are showing, I appreciate that tremendously. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
Jessica and Ben, this is where it happened here on Comm Ave in Brighton. You can see behind me the tree that has all of the damage to it. That is where the victim's car crashed. It was moments later that police say he was attacked. Boston police released this video of the suspect wielding what's described as a hatchet, hitting and smashing the Toyota Prius. The suspect in a pickup truck is accused of chasing the Prius at high speed down Comm Ave, and then the car veered toward the sidewalk and into a tree. New surveillance video shows the pickup truck driving by the crash, and then the suspect walking back towards the car with hatchet in hand. Witnesses describe the suspect as enraged.
We told the guy who had crashed the car, you need to turn the engine off because all these fluids leaking around, something's going to catch on fire. And as soon as he pulls the keys out of the car and pops his head out, this random guy just started swinging a hatchet at him.
Now, the new surveillance video also shows a man believed to be the victim running from the scene. And a short time later, the suspect walking back in the direction of the pickup truck. Now, the police report says that...
I got a question. Just random question. Where the police at? How was he able to cause so much destruction and do all of that? Where are the police, y'all? Where the police at, y'all? Y'all don't see no popo nowhere. I ain't even... Wait a minute, John said hi. Kendra, Batty Lynn says 8 more likes until 80. We can do it. What else y'all got for me over here? Okay, yo, this is crazy right here. We got Jason's baby over here going nuts, y'all. Look.
The victim suffered a hand injury during the crash, but other than that, no other into a tree. New surveillance video shows the pickup truck driving by the crash, and then the suspect walking back towards the car with hatchet in hand. Witnesses describe the suspect as enraged.
And you got your boy just sitting there on the bench like this. He just like, didn't even notice. Like, it's like that in New York too. I'm telling you, it's just like that. That's why you gotta pay attention. And if y'all gonna keep on saying fear monger, I want y'all to know one thing. That's a trigger word now, and it'll get you kicked out.
We told the guy who had crashed the car, you need to turn the engine off because all these fluids leaking around, something's going to catch on fire. And as soon as he pulls the keys out of the car and pops his head out, this random guy just started swinging a hatchet at him.
Now, the new surveillance video also shows a man believed to be the victim running from the scene. And a short time later, the suspect walking back in the direction of the pickup truck. Now, the police report says the victim suffered a hand injury during the crash, but other than that, no other injury. And the suspect also had a cut on his hand. And investigators managed to gather some blood evidence from both the car and the scene. Police continue to search for that man, and they're asking for the public's help.
Like they always do, they always ask for our help because why? There's hardly no patrol, especially in a sanctuary city. And sadly, I got to tell you guys, Boston is a sanctuary city. And that means that the police have to fend for themselves. And a lot of them are scared because if you're like New York police and you arrest somebody and they get a little boo-boo, you're going to go to court for that and you got to pay for that yourself. That's why that thing that the DOJ put in yesterday might be actually a good thing where some police, not all of them, the ones that happen to have a little bit of stuff going on when it comes down to frivolous lawsuits, yeah, they need a little bit of protection. I got to be honest with you. All police are not bad. I actually happen to know a few myself. And I don't think that we should discriminate everybody the same way. I don't want to discriminate my people. I don't want to discriminate against white people. I don't want to discriminate against Hispanic people, anybody. No, we do not discriminate on this channel. Now, you can be an 80s baby here or pre-90s, and you can say words like fat. You can say bag. You can do all of that in the comments. I don't mind. I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you is what I'm trying to say. We're strong over here. We come from that water hose day. You know what I'm saying? When we used to go outside and drink from the water hose and you keep on coming in the house and your mother say, boy, you come in this house one more time, you're staying. And then she don't see you till 9 o'clock. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. So they're so weak now. They're so, timid and stuff. Which is why I want to bring you guys to this story right here. It's actually something that I want you guys to see. Check this out. Relationships are very important to me. I think friends, I know I'm going off topic right now. I think friends are very important. I'm a Pisces myself, just to let you guys know if you were wondering. I am a Pisces. So if you're my friend till the end. I'll give you the shirt off my back. I make sure that my people are taken care of. And another thing, you better not say nothing about my friends because they don't have to be around for me to protect them. I'm telling you that straight up and down. But it's sad that it's over. And that's what Trump is basically saying about his relationship with Elon Musk. I mean, it was so nice. It was so ballroom cool at one point. They were doing so much, knocking doors down, showing my surround. They was doing their thing. But all relationships, or not all of them, but a lot of them, come to an end in a very bad crashing end, kind of like this one.
Elon Musk and Donald Trump, it looks like their relationship has ended. President Trump talked to ABC and he said President Trump on Saturday said there would be serious consequences if tech mogul Elon Musk funds Democratic candidates to run against Republicans who vote in favor of the GOP's sweeping budget bill. Asked if he thought his relationship with the Tesla and SpaceX CEO was over, Trump said, I would assume so, yeah.
Yeah, there's also a story about what really happened when Scott Bessent and he clashed over who would run the IRS, and also about Doge and what they were doing at Treasury. And when they left the office, the story is that Musk tried to ram him like a rugby player as he was in the hall, and then Bessent hit him back, and Trump evidently said, this has got to stop. So there was definitely a scrum and yelling in the hall. I didn't know there was physical confrontation. Here's what Caroline Levitt said.
I certainly wouldn't describe it as a fist fight, Maria. It was definitely a disagreement. Although I was not there, I didn't witness it with my own eyes. I heard about it through secondhand reporting. But again, we've moved on from that. The president has moved on from it. And the entire administration is focusing on passing this bill. But also, Maria, cutting waste, fraud, and abuse from our government remains a critical component of this administration's agenda.
In my view, the thing that did it was not the criticism of the bill, which is not helpful, but the president will overcome that. When he said the Epstein thing and when he said the president should be impeached. Are you crazy? This is an hour after you got the key to the Oval Office, after he stood up to you with the controversial things you did. I know about the $280 million. No one begged you to do it. And Trump won elections without being wildly outraised. $1 billion didn't get Kamala Harris over the finish line, and $288 million didn't get President Trump the victory. It definitely helped. He's definitely an asset. I'm in awe of his intellect. But when he got personal like that, why would you expect Trump to say, okay, just tell him to call me and we'll forget it?
Well, so let me ask you a question, you guys. Since they did have a tit for tat in the hallway, is it possible that Scott Bessent, boom, stay in your place? Is it possible that Scott was the one that jabbed him in the eye? I don't know. That's the only conflict that we're hearing about here, and it was kept quiet until now. Woo, that's crazy right there. What y'all think about that? Yes, bad relationships, when it comes to an end, sometimes it's messy-tessy. Anybody know where I got messy-tessy from? Let me know if y'all know anything about messy-tessy. Anybody know about messy-tessy? All right, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to say Garbage Pail Kids. I'm going to just go ahead and give it to you. Garbage Pail Kids. She's a messy, her name is Messy Tessie. Okay, what else y'all got? Inferior motive. You got Hunter says, get those likes up. We got, come on, y'all, let's get those likes up, double tap. I'm 50-50, baby. This is 1950s to be factual. Okay, so you talking about Monday, Sunday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturdays, what a day. Grooving all week. Yeah, come on now. Hey, I used to think that I was the Fonz. Don't think that black guys didn't want to be the Fonz too. Stop playing with me, man. Got to get you guys warmed up for this sad story that's coming up, and I'm so sad that I got to bring it to you. But it's a story that hasn't been getting promoted, hasn't been getting pushed. But I got to put it out because this is a father of 12 who's no longer going to be around to take care of his 12 children. Very sad story. I want to start off with a prayer for his family, all of his daughters, as well as the community that's taken a major loss from this father that's lost his life to a senseless act of violence. Want to say that and thank you guys and hope that his family is able to get through this in Jesus' name. Amen. Get ready, y'all, because it's about to go down. And I'm sorry that I have to be the one to bring you this. Don't think that I want to bring you bad news. I would love to be bringing you stuff about puppies and good and lollipops and chilling all day. I love to do that, but I just can't. It just
On the 10 o'clock news, a Jacksonville mother is holding on to memories and fighting through heartbreak after her fiance was gunned down just steps from their home. Dante Swan, a father of 12, was trying to protect his family when he was killed in the early morning hours, May 15th.
News4Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher sat down with his family, who's now holding on to memories and searching for justice.
Dante was a great person, a great guy, a great father, a great man. He loved his kids. He always showed love for his kids. He looked forward to the summers, just spending time, Christmas break. Anytime we get together, get all the kids together, that's always what he wanted to do.
But on May 15th, all of that changed.
When I got off of work and I was driving home, I can't pull up outside. I seen like two people on the sidewalk and I slowed down. I put my signal light on, let them know that I was turning. That's what one of them hollered out saying that, calling for other people. That's when I seen like three more people submerge from outside our cars and then they ran out.
Aisha Gibson made it safely inside, but moments later, their home security cameras caught more movement. She and Dante stepped outside again to check their cars.
We both standing outside. That's when we heard something, and he was walking back. He was telling me to go back in the house. He was walking back around the truck to come in the house. That's when he had heard them, so he had fired a shot in the air. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, go ahead on. Because he was walking back when all this happened. He was walking back towards me to go in the house, and that's when all the shots had rang out. And I guess that's when he had got shot in the side.
Dante was shot and killed just steps from his front door.
My kids got lost both of us that day.
A father of 12 was the heart of his family, now broken.
And they holding me together for right now for the most part. I don't know where I'd be without them. I don't think I could be able to sit right here right now.
From family trips to Texas to Valentine's outfits for everyone, Swan's love was loud and unconditional.
Go. Anytime right now, he gonna come through the door, making some kind of funny noise, messing with everybody, just stirring up the room.
And now, with only memories left, his fiance has one plea for the community.
If you know that this is your cousin, your friend, your child, just come forward and turn them in, because it's just making it worse on them. He hurt a family that didn't deserve to be hurt. So y'all please turn y'all loved one in. It don't matter if they know they friend knows something. Make sure you tell their friends to turn them in.
All right, y'all. Sad story. I hate to be the one bringing it to you, but if I didn't, I'd be fake, and you guys wouldn't know what's going on there. And again, if I could bring you guys stories about lollipops and puppies and stuff like that, I would. But that's why I gave the prayer first. Very sad situation in this account right here. What else? What you guys got for me in these comments right here? Praying for the family, exactly. Okay, at John Gemma, so have our health systems. Okay, we got to get on. We're going to stay on topic. That's right. Sherry says poor babies. Okay, we got praying for the mothers, understanding through her time of grief, says Kendra. Hunter says, who, China? Okay, Kendra Walker says, yes, Harley. Sherry says, Godspeed. May God hold her tight. Harley, the marriage is built on God's word. It surely is. Liberty and Justice says, John, are you saying our country is under siege? Hunter says, amen. That's right, you guys. Sorry to be the one to have to bring you that story. I think it needs to be talked about because it's always a story where you hear about a single mother with 12 or 9 or whatever kids and the father's not doing nothing. As you can see, that man was massively active in those children's lives. That was 2 adults that decided to have children and decided to raise them, each and every one of them. As you guys can see, they had loved their parent. As you can see, they had a nice, the way that they were well taken care of. And now they don't have anybody as far as their father figure. He was even having them all in matching t-shirts and stuff like that when they went to do stuff for Valentine's Day and for outings. Superb father. Everybody's not perfect. He came out, he saw that going on, told his wife to go back inside, and he shot in the air. I guess when that happened, the person actually probably took him out, and it's very sad that that happened. So again, we want to give a real strong prayer to the family and hope that they get through this. That's 12 babies there. You know, that's real bad. Not babies, but children. We want to keep on moving forward, you guys. We have to. I got something else in the kitty I want you guys to check out right now. You know, I never like to, you know, I always try to bring it on different emotions all the time. Never try to make it, you know, go out in a bad way. So now we're going to have somebody splurge right here. Somebody that like to dress nice, you know, and not an adult. We got T.I.'s little daughter over here saying that she was the stylist for them when they went out the other night. Real cute. She said, no. I'm the one. Let me let her tell it. Let's go into it. I want to make sure that this screen is open for her. I think she's a beautiful young girl. I love to see children take the reins and like be outspoken as long as they're respectful. So yeah, that's what we're gonna get into right now. She's gonna talk about her styling her hookups.
Okay, talk about the outfits because the coordination is there.
What do you want to talk about? Well, I pretty much designed it. I was like, maybe like the blue, and I said I wanted a tux. So they just
showed up, huh?
He just.
What'd I do?
we went from there.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a Hideaki creation. Hideaki bespoke, and she said, Era said she wanted a fancy tuxedo for a girl, and she said she wanted it blue and cream, and I decided to follow suit. I just happened to go deconstruct it, you know, done and undone, you know what I mean? Because what matters about a garment is what's inside of it. So this is normally what would be covered up by the rest of the fabric. I just let y'all see what's under the suit. Then went flyaway collar that way. So.
And Tanya, what about you? You don't want to do the blue?
What you went, Balmain?
I went Balmain, yeah. I'm trying to match them with the cream, you know, cream and the gold. I had a blue tie, but they X'd it, so you know.
Oh, yeah, we're back in BT Awards, 25th anniversary, 106 in Park. What has the impact been?
I think that was cute. They're giving her own independence. She's stepping out, and she has the perfect parents to do it because they can fund it. So yeah, that's how you want to do it. You want to make sure that you're supporting your children, getting behind them. It doesn't matter if you're rich. You can do the same type of thing at Dollar General. Just pay attention to your child. See what type of things that they like. Get involved. And next thing you know, you've already sparked something to make a positive change on the world. Because where it started at, y'all, it starts at home. Come on, y'all. Y'all know better than that. And with that being said, it's your boy Boogotti NYC, and y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So you know what I want y'all to do, right? I want y'all to get some money, 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 money. Now how you do that? You got to go inside of that description, fill out one of those surveys, because today you can make up to about $750 in surveys. And I'm telling you guys, I'm feeling so good now. Right now, I'm really charged up right now just because of you guys and because we're doing so well here. Also, if you got your own business, you might be a mobile detailer, mobile barber. I don't know what you do. You might even groom dogs or whatever like that. I don't know what you do. Send us your postcards, your flyers and everything to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. I will put it up in the post area. I want us to use our platform to get out there. You a lawyer? Send me your business card. I'll put that up there. I want this to be a well-rounded a channel where we're all getting something out of it, not just myself and not just the channel. So that's what we made this platform for. And guess what? I had a call with my distributor yesterday, and I said, look, we got to really make sure that we're getting these locations set for the Show Your Talent search. He's taking me out to Queens. We're opening up another store out there. Vlad, we're going to be out there Wednesday. I think that's tomorrow. So guess what? Look forward to seeing you. We're going to be out there opening up another store to do what? The Show Your Talent search, where you know who it is, your boy Boogotti NYC, myself. What am I going to be doing? I'm going to be the host of the Show Your Talent search. Big Drip Hard Punch is going to be the company that's actually sponsoring it. And what's going to be going on is you guys are going to be showing me your talent in the Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island. And what's going to happen is you're going to get $250, boom, in the Bronx, boom in Staten Island, boom in Queens. And after we get everybody together, the finalists are going to have one last show on Delancey Street. And what that person's going to win is $1,000 in cash. I can't wait to hand it off. It's going to all be live on the channel. Y'all don't think that y'all going to miss it, because y'all know we're going to do it on a spotlight. We're going to make sure it's a day that we're going to be doing it on the channel live. That's right. It's going to be all on the channel. I spoke to my distributor, and now the thought is going to be a final reality, and we got so much support behind it because everybody wants to be a part of it now. And it's going, it's working. So with that being said, I feel fantastic today. It's Tuesday morning. Why not get out there, get you some air, drink some water. And again, I had a major problem last week. Y'all saw us push through it. Computers went down. Problem presented an opportunity. Boom! Who stepped up? Harley. Who stepped up? Job. Who stepped up? Everybody that's here that always makes sure. Baddie stepped up. All of you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be double screening right now. So I don't know if you know it, but I think about y'all when I'm not doing this, even though it's a YouTube show to you, it's more than that to me. I appreciate you guys so much. And with that being said, it's your boy Boogotti NYC. And like I always told you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me today, I appreciate you. Tomorrow, we're going to be working off the other pad. I'll be able to read all your comments, and we're going to really turn up. I just want you guys to know I love the direction that the channel is going in, and I hope you do too. So with that being said, it's your boy Boogotti NYC, and like I always told you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, 6 o'clock, y'all know what it is. Have a good day. Get 'em! 1.